Welcome back, everyone, to the Mark Richt Show, presented by Williamson Automotive. I'm Joe Zagacki alongside Don Bailey Jr. A big weekend for the Hurricanes as they had an event where they received a huge gift, and that gift is going to help the University of Miami build a new indoor practice facility.
And Coach, what does this do for your program?
Well, functionally, it's going to be huge. I mean, just for us to know that there's not one day that we'll miss a preparation because of weather. We know that we can get the work done if we need to get it done. We know that if we need to give our guys a break from the heat, we can get it done. We know if we bring a bunch of guests on our campus for a recruiting junior day and 250 people show up, we know that we'll be good. We know in our off-season program, our mat drills, we don't have to worry about, getting, shin splints on a gym floor and all that kind of stuff. We're trying to get the wrestling mat to work right, or all those kind of things that we just don't have to mess around with. When it's time for pro day, our seniors or our draft eligible players to show the NFL what they have at our place, we don't have to worry about it raining or lightning or ruining the day. So that is going to be huge in the development of our team and in the preparation of our team. So that's big. But the other thing is when a recruit comes in town and he sees the indoor and what it's going to look like, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be something that we'll all be very proud of. That, they'll say Miami is a first-class program in every way, shape, or form. And, if they go to another school now and see this type of facility, and they'll be in awe of it, and then they come to our place and they're like, where's yours, Coach? You got to sit there and explain stuff to them. And so now the fact that we know it's coming, we know it's going to be there during the time of these current players that we're recruiting, it's going to happen during their time that they're here. That's one less thing you have to try to battle. And that's an exciting thing in recruiting.
Let's go back to Friday for a moment. We're at the Fontainebleau Hotel, and Carol Soffer, who is a huge University of Miami fan, she is a great fan.
All sports.
In all sports, yeah, she's a great fan. And her son, Jeffrey, dedicated the gift in her name for the indoor facility, and the event was first class all the way.
It was big. Well, it's at the Fontainebleau.
Yeah.
Can't get any better than that. And of course, they're majority owners of that property, and it is beautiful and stunning. But as you mentioned, Carol loves this university. She loves the sports program. She loves football in particular, and Jeffrey loves his mom. And that's kind of how this thing happened. There was a gift made in honor of their father at the medical center, and then it was kind of like, well, what? Jeffrey's like, well, what can I do for you, Mom, kind of thing, and she wanted to do something in athletics, and it just timed out where this was the greatest need in our program right now, and she could not wait to get it going. And she really didn't want her name to be on it, but her son, Jeffrey's like, if your name's not on it, then we're not doing it, But she's just so happy and so thankful that something special is going to be happening, and to have, she had mentioned to have a woman's name on a building like that. It's very rare across America for that to happen. So I think she's pretty excited about that as well.
All right, let's recap Friday night's event, brought to you by UHealth Sports Medicine. At UHealth, we get you back in the game.
This is truly a special day for the University of Miami, for our Department of Athletics, and for our football program. We are here to announce a transformational gift to our university and to extend our sincere gratitude and appreciation to a family that has been unwavering in their support of Miami.
It is now my pleasure to show you the future practice home of our University of Miami Hurricanes, the University of Miami Carol Soffer Football Indoor Practice Facility.
Well, I'm all smiles, I can tell you that right now. Since I've been head coach, if there's ever a day we had to practice, I always had to think of what plan B was. what in the world are we going to do? The indoor facility, it's a sign and a message to the rest of the college football world that we are totally dedicated to being great.
I am a very passionate fan of the University of Miami. More than anything, I knew the athletic department needed an indoor practice facility and how important it was to get this project underway. But athletics brings us together as a community. I love the competition, I love the high spirits, I love the marching band, and I love winning.
As you have heard, the Soffers have led the way, and Mark and Catherine Richt have made their commitment, as have a number of other individuals. However, there's more work to be done. We need everyone who loves the U and who bleeds orange and green to help reach our goal. The project will not go forward until we have commitments for the full cost. Additionally, we'll be launching a website, hurricanesfootballfacility.com, or you can contact the Hurricane Club offices to make a gift. Thank you all for being here, and go Canes!
I am a very passionate fan of the University of Miami. More than anything, I knew the athletic department needed an indoor practice facility and how important it was to get this project underway. But athletics brings us together as a community. I love the competition, I love the high spirits, I love the marching band, and I love winning.
The loyalty that she has, as Joe mentioned, just to this sports program, but she attends everything. We've been together with baseball games, and you see her basketball, men's and women's. She's at all the football games, on the road, at home, everywhere. I mean, she's as committed, committed a supporter as we have.
Well, you know, they moved in town in the 70s, and she's like, well, I'm going to adopt the local teams, the Dolphins, the Hurricanes, and all that, and over the years, she did become very close to this program, and I mean, I'm thankful for that relationship. Obviously, I mean, I was as happy as I could be at that announcement, because I just knew what it meant for this program, for, you know, our near future and for years and years down the road. It's so very much needed, and you know, sometimes when you're one of the last people to build a facility, you get to look at all the other facilities, you see all the mistakes everybody made. You'll ask, you know, if you could do it again, what would you do different? You hear all these things, and quite frankly, I spent about the last 3 years of my life doing all that background work for the indoor that's being built at Georgia right now. So, I've seen a lot of facilities because of that, and I know some of the things that need to be done to make this one as good or better than anybody in America, and so that's our plan, that's our goal, and it's going to happen.
By the way, our fans can rally behind you as well in this deal, because before a shovel goes in the ground, all the money has to be raised. So the fans can donate to hurricanesfootballfacility.com and get involved in this and help you out, help the program out.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you love the program, then
you
get involved. Oh yeah, my wife and I got involved. We actually donated $1 million to this thing, and it was kind of it was a natural for us, because it is my alma mater. It is very much needed, and I knew it would bless our current players, but for players for years to come. And this is not, you know, some of those indoor facilities around America, they're like 10 buildings. There's like a big barn out there, you know, and they get them out in the country somewhere, and they just throw this barn up, and it's functional, it works. You know, but this is on our campus. This is Coral Gables. It's going to be high class building, and it's going to be a very, you know, it's got to be hurricane proof and all that. So it's going to be sturdy, it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be that way for, you know, 50 to 100 years, you know. I don't think there's any doubt about it, and there will be nothing, you know, done that's not first class around here. So I'm just really, really grateful and very excited.
Coach, let's go back to recruiting for a minute. You talk about the importance of the incoming freshmen and the young players that you're speaking to throughout the country right now, that they have it, but it also says a lot when Catherine and Mark Richt donate $1 million to how committed you are to this program for the rest of your career.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want people to know that I'm here for the long haul, however long that is. I mean, God only knows that answer, but my goal is to be here until I'm finished coaching, and I plan on doing it for a while. I'm still relatively young in coaching years, and it coming back to my alma mater. That was not the number one reason why I came back. Okay, if it was only because of that, I don't know if I'd have come. It was because you can win at Miami. You got a great recruiting base right in your own backyard. The tradition has already been set, and it is my alma mater. It was like icing on the cake. And so when this need came up, I was like, honey, we need to join in and let people know we're serious about being here and serious about making this place great and doing the things that it takes to make it happen. So sometimes it means coming off your wallet a little bit, but that's okay. I've been blessed in that way, and I can't think of a better way to spend it.
Well, Coach, thank you for the gift, and thank you for being with us here tonight. And when we come back, Don and I will wrap up things right here on the Mark Richt Show, presented by Williamson Automotive.